This is the 2015 Ferrari 458 Speciale Aperta. Speciale. When a car is designated a name that includes the title of special, it fuels the fans at the fires of expectation. Now, fortunately, Ferrari did not miss the mark with this model, with it widely being regarded as a modern-day Ferrari F40, the swan song delivery of Luca di Montezemolo. When you take on the challenge of virtualising this kind of car, you've got to make sure that the end result is unquestionably as breathtaking to drive as it is to look at. So I guess the real question that needs to be answered here is whether SMS has actually delivered that. Does this car chalk up to be a climactic win, or is it a dismal fail? I was really pleased to see that this Speciale was included in this Project Cars 2 DLC. You see, when Assetto Corsa dropped their Ferrari packs, I was absolutely disappointed that they didn't include the Speciale, let alone in Aperta guys. Perhaps it was the active aero, maybe it was the side slip control system that held them back, but in any case, we have it here now, and let me tell you, this is special. Now, Ferrari felt that the changes in that transition from Italia to Speciale were so dramatic, they felt that it could have been deemed an entirely new car. So, the technical highlights. It's partly disclosed in the name, naturally aspirated 4.5 litre block in V8 configuration, delivering 597 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. That's 60 horsepower more than the standard Italia. Its 540 Newton meters of torque dispatches 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat, 0 to 120 9.1, maxing out at a shade under 200 miles an hour at the top end. The engine in itself is special. It's the most powerful, normally aspirated V8 that Ferrari has ever produced to date. Usually, these track-focused variants of supercars follow a similar recipe. Add 30 to 60 horsepower, sprinkle in a little weight saving, usually about the weight of a driver, add some super sticky tyres, a squirt of extra downforce in the guise of a big wing, serve cold immediately. But for Ferrari, this is the Speciale. This is the special one, so they decided to go way further. We did get all of the above: Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s, carbon ceramic brakes, dry weight just under 1400 kilos, but instead of just increasing downforce, they leveraged a series of motorsport inspired trickery. There's actually active aero available at the front and the rear, 3 adjustable flaps in the front bumper and movable flaps at the rear. These all work together to balance downforce and cut down drag at high speed. The entire car management was updated as well. The new side slip control system manages just how much torque gets delivered between the rear wheels. And if that sounds a lot like traction control, it's actually not. It prevents the intervention of traction control, which is pretty nice. If those things didn't gel together to make this car special enough, there's actually only 499 of them that were ever made, and if you own one of the right-hand drive variants, welcome to the club of 49. In Aperta guys, this car is as much to be enjoyed on the road as it is on the track, so for the first drive, let's head to some of the best driving roads that Project Cars can provide. Let's head to Hypebae. This road circuit features 4.5 miles of absolutely beautiful highland visages. It's got 25 turns that are a mixture of sweepers and challenging elevations. It's got a lock, a viaduct, a pub and even a chapel. There's lots to see here. The 458 always had a special interior, it's no different here. That instrumentation binnacle that wraps around the steering wheel really makes it feel driver focused, and this spider configuration is very noticeable with all of that extra light streaming in. Inside here it's got the Spartan treatment, so no entertainment, no carpets. In fact, 20 kilos of the 90 that it shared actually came from the interior, and it shows. Behind us obviously we've got that 4.8 litre V8. It's mated to a dual clutch 7-speed transmission. Probably won't see 7th around the Bray around here, but it's actually 20% faster on its upshifts, 44% faster on its downshifts. Right, let's get started, get this car warmed up and see how it handles itself on an ordinary road. The idea here is to try and drive entirely on the left hand side of the road, which I've never really done when driving Hypebae. I've always just used the full extent of the track, but let's see if we can keep it inside the left hand side. Go for an easy out lap, see if we get an idea of the dynamics of the car, and then we'll roll in some high speed laps and see if we can get some of the feel that is spoken about by a lot of the reviewers. They say that Ferraris are typically known for having a hypersensitive front end, so let's see if we can see that on the road, and then later we'll see if we can see that on the track as well. At the time there were a few small criticisms about the car, not many, most of them were around the sound. It wasn't the most sonically pleasing sound, but now that we've lost naturally aspirated V8s from Ferrari's range, now we've got things like the 488 and Pista, it's a kind of romanticised look back. It actually doesn't sound that bad, especially when we know that we haven't got them anymore. And of course in this Aperta spec you can appreciate it just that bit more. So it does have that hyper-responsive front end. It feels like it's not an exercise of grip. It's a really keen, really balanced car. I guess balance is the essence of this car, definitely out on the road. Let's now see if it's exactly the same when we go out on track. And to find that out, we're going to head to Mazda Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca, Monterey, California. This track's been around since 1957 and it continues to host major motorsport events. We're talking about IMSA, Pirelli World Challenge, all the way through to IndyCar, and even down to humble track days like what we're going to do right now. Its 2.2 miles feature 11 turns that are full of character, the signature one being the corkscrew at turn 8, which delivers a near 60-foot drop. Speciale, special and magnificent in every single way, both in the real world and thanks to Project Cars 2, virtually